Have you ever been in a situation where you was chilling with your boys and everything was nice, the vibes were cool, everything was cool, and then girls started coming into the picture? All of a sudden, you feel a switch in the vibe with your boy. Suddenly, he's trying so hard to impress the woman in the room, deepening his voice, lying about himself, etc. Well, I've had a couple of experiences similar to this. One example could be, if you guys don't know, I'd be going live on TikTok, so catch me there sometime. Whenever you want to talk to me or ask me a question, follow my Instagram too while you're at it. What I've seen on TikTok lives is that these guys will sometimes join lives and deepen their voice like hell, hoping that it attracts the girl, when all it does is actually make him look like a fool. Hey, Doug, how you guys doing? But now my only question is, why do guys try to change themselves so much to try and seem attractive to other people? Well, that's what we'll be exploring here today. Yo, what's good? It's Thoks. Here we have talks about deep thoughts, where you can also talk down in the comments below. It's been a while, and hopefully I'm here to stay. Well, firstly, you know that as a guy, there's different ways that you can communicate with people. For example, me, when it comes to communicating with my boys and it comes to communicating with women, even if she's my friend, there'll be sort of a shift in tone on the way that I speak to them. Because I've learned living with women that there's certain ways that you speak to women and certain ways that you can speak to guys. It doesn't necessarily mesh, but there's obviously that balance. What this is called is actually called rhetorical sensitivity, where you actually change the words that you may use. The one thing that doesn't change, the common denominator throughout all of this, is you. You don't change. That's when you're being rhetorically sensitive. However, what I see nowadays is guys tend to change who they are. You'll see a guy telling a girl about himself, but he's telling her lies, or he's telling her what he thinks she wants to hear, where that just doesn't make sense. Why don't you just give her the full truth as it is, and she'll decide if she wants to be there or not? Wherein guys also tend to hide sides of themselves, which is why you'll see oftentimes girls will get into relationships with guys, and then all of a sudden they'll say, as soon as I gave it up to him, he left me. He started cheating. The energy shifted. That's something that I've also seen that guys do. They tend to hide sides of themselves to get what they want, and then they just leave. The game is the game. I'm not encouraging it, but it is as it is. Some guys just want one thing and one thing only. My only problem is when people start lying to get what they want, because a true player of the game doesn't have to lie to get what he wants. In all honesty, you don't actually have to lie. You just really just have to say it as it is, how it is, which is something that I've learned to do. If you don't want to get into a serious relationship with this person, let them know beforehand. Let them know what they're getting themselves into. It's better than lying to them, because now they get to choose if they want to waste their time or not. I think you should give someone that respect. Another thing when it comes to lying about yourself is when you lie to yourself, because then you'll feed these delusions and eventually you'll start thinking that that's actually you when it's not. And oftentimes I see that guys also change certain things about themselves to seem attractive, to be attractive. For example, this whole looks maxing thing, which is something that I really don't really believe in. When you self-improve in order to look attractive to other people, then you're putting the power in other people's hands. You're not self-improving for you. Guys, you guys listen too much to what women say about what is attractive in guys. They find guys attractive, either or. You know what's most attractive to a woman? What's most attractive to a woman is if that guy is fine and is accepted and is not willing to change who he is to impress her. When he gives it to her as it is, and then she has to pick, he leaves the decision to her. For example, I've seen a lot of guys, just because girls have said taper fades look the best on guys, all of a sudden everyone's getting a taper fade. Cornrows look good on a guy, all of a sudden every guy's getting cornrows. Dreads look good on guys, all of a sudden everyone's a dreadhead. Make it make sense. How long are you going to follow trends and not actually look at the things that are there and be like, okay, I think I actually like this, not because everyone else says so, but because I say so. That's the main point, the overarching theme throughout all of this. Who are you without what everyone else says? Who are you without social media, without the posts, without the likes, without everybody feeding your delusions? The people that you hang around, they actually do say a lot about you. They actually do make an impact in your life whether you like it or not. You just need to be careful of who those people are. Are those going to be people who accept you for who you are as you are and not try to change you or try to force you to do things to impress the whole group? Or are those people that are going to try and change every single thing about you just because you don't make sense in their world? That's a bar. Which is why you need to ask yourself this question: who am I without what the world thinks? Who am I without society's expectations of me? Who am I without social media? Who am I without all the women? Who am I without all the materialistic possessions? Who am I without everything? If you were to take everything away from me, who am I? And it's only once you've started trying to answer this question, because this is a question that takes a very long time to answer. You don't just come with the answer just like this. It takes a very long time to actually answer. You look for yourself constantly, because then it brings that awareness at the back of your head that's like, is this really me? Is this who I want to be? And that goes on constantly until eventually you start discovering sides to yourself that you never even knew were there. When you start challenging yourself too, because the fastest way to discover who you actually are is to challenge yourself. Because when you challenge yourself, you basically require yourself to do something that you've never done before. And to do something you've never done before, you need to be someone you've never been before. And you know what's funny about this? People can actually feel that energy when you just walk around with security. You're okay with who you are. You've accepted your circumstances. You've accepted who you are. You've loved yourself. You're learning to love yourself. That's when you start attracting people who are actually about you. Because the people that aren't about you, you won't even mind if they leave. You won't even mind if they don't like you. You can't be judged based on how they wish to judge others, because you make sense in your own world and you don't have to make sense in someone else's world. And that's when you actually realize and think to yourself that, wait, you are actually enough. Yo, what's good? It's Thoks again. I just wanted to thank you guys. I just wanted to thank the people that have been waiting for me and that have been supporting me throughout. Because I've been away. I've been trying to focus on other things, mainly my studies. And I won't lie, it's hard. It's rough because, hey man, I'm literally demanding inside of myself that I know is there, but I need to push myself in order to find him. And it's hard. I won't even lie to you. It's hard. But I don't know. Throughout this little break, I'm gonna try and dedicate myself to actually trying to create a schedule to be able to upload consistently. Because I don't know. Throughout this whole time, I've had this little thought at the back of my mind saying, "Hey, I need to upload. I want to upload," but I never really have the time, and that's where my mindset has actually failed me, because I think I don't have the time when I actually do have the time. I just don't seek to make it, because you can always make time for something that you want to do. But as I said, I just want to thank the people that have been waiting. I want to thank the people that have actually been DMing me, asking me when I'm dropping, telling me how my videos have impacted them and things of that nature. And all I can say is I'm really grateful for you guys, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad to be back, and I'm gonna be here to stay, hopefully.